I really like my boss. He is so cute. We're just kind of flirting, but I don't want to tell anybody because I don't want anybody, at work to know. So we just kind of have to be quiet about it. Is that statement true for you? Would you disclose that? Who would you disclose it to? Would it be appropriate to disclose it to somebody at work? Why is appropriate self-disclosure important to you? The definition of self-disclosure is deliberately sharing significant information about oneself not necessarily known by the other person. The information is not trivial, but significant. Self-disclosure is important to you because it involves an element of risk. The recipient of your personal data could reveal your personal information to others. Self-disclosure can also give the other person power of you based on the disclosed information, and others could reject you. Self-disclosure equals vulnerability. Learning the amount to disclose to different audiences and what to disclose is important. My name is Kerri Doles, and I'm credible to speak on this subject because I am a graduate student at UALR in Applied Communications, and I have studied self-disclosure. I'm also a participant in self-disclosure and a recipient of others' self-disclosure. Based on the article I read, which was entitled, "I Am Afraid to Tell You Who I Am" by Lawrence B. Rosenfeld, self-disclosure has a large number of benefits if done appropriately. Tonight I'm going to discuss 3 main points. The first one is self-disclosure increases trust. Secondly, self-disclosure increases your likability and attractiveness. And third, self-disclosure increases your mental health. Now that I've outlined my main discussion points, I'm going to further discuss the first point, which is self-disclosure increases trust. According to my article, it is important to know that self-disclosure does not involve dumping everything about yourself on everyone from close friends to complete strangers. Self-disclosure needs to be done in context and be appropriate for particular relationships. I think we've all been on Facebook or we've been on Snapchat where we have read some of our friends' statuses, and it can be from what they ate for breakfast that day to a conflict that they had with a coworker to somebody has done them wrong, maybe a spouse or who's cheating on someone. That's all being disclosed on Facebook. It can be very inappropriate. When people disclose significant information about themselves to others, when people discuss significant information about themselves to others, they appear more trustworthy, more genuine, and have a perceived amount of integrity. Disclosing information can increase trust between the discloser and the recipient because it confirms and supports the discloser's self-view and helps the receiver to find common threads in their relationship. Now to discuss my first point, I will tell you about my second point, which is appropriate self-disclosure increases your likability and attractiveness. The more information you disclose and a person learns about you, the more aware that they are of you and the more attractive you may appear into those intimate relationships. And it could lead to an intimate relationships. People find commonalities with you. They find out when you disclose that you may come from the same hometown, or you may like the same kind of food, or you may know somebody that the other person knows. So that can result in having a trust with somebody that could be built. Now that I've told you my second point, which is self-disclosure increases your likability and attractiveness, I'm going to move on to my third point, which is appropriate self-disclosure increases your mental health. According to Kenneth J. Jurgen, The Concept of Self, self-disclosure may increase mental health by leading to an increase in the self-concept, which correlates with a large number of important interpersonal variables, example, self-acceptance, feelings of security and greater tolerance for a wide range of behavior from others. Self-disclosure decreases self-alienation, and an individual may feel greater consistency of self-concept against what other people think of them. You in turn, the recipient, give the discloser a sense of concept of themselves, that you are in agreement with them on their idea of their self. Okay. In conclusion, self-disclosure has a large number of benefits if done appropriately. Appropriate self-disclosure increases trust. Appropriate self-disclosure increases your likability and attractiveness. And lastly, self-disclosure increases your mental health. If you have a crush on your boss, it's probably not appropriate to discuss it in the workplace.